But there are brand new Billboard changes, right? Starting April 4th, Billboard will be making the following changes to an album to count towards the sales on Billboard. They're saying that an album must be charged at least $7.99 when it's a CD, a cassette, or a digital album, and $15.99 when it's a vinyl. If not, it's not going to be counted. Because a lot of times they'll do the $5 CDs on sale, they'll do the $10 vinyls on sale. That shit is not going to fly no more. It has to be of a certain value to count. The artist can still sell albums for less. It just won't count as a sale, right? They're saying that this is done to stop artists discounting their albums.
I'm cool with that.
Because a lot of times, like Kanye and all these artists would drop albums for $1 and $5, and people would buy it. Oh my God, it's only $1, it's $5, and it would boost their sales strategically. Sure. But Billboard is cutting off that strategy, right? Also, Billboard is saying that albums can only have a max of 4 variants available. So the Taylor Swift version, part 1, part 2, part 4, they're saying, hey, you can do that only 4 times. If you want to do a deluxe,
that's still a lot.
That's still a lot. They're still giving them a lot of leeway.
Yeah, that's still
but artists be doing a lot more because Taylor Swift will drop 10 versions, 10 different covers,
it's true.
different album covers, and it works.
Yeah.
But it's manipulating it. But you are manipulating it with your fan base. If your fan base helps you, you technically are within the rules.
Does that affect the chop screwed bullshit they be doing?
Probably.
Oh,
Chop
shit.
screwed, slow down.
Yeah, that's just cooked. That's Fresh Montana dropped a 40 album song, and half of it was just slowed down, sped up versions of it.
Albums also can't be bought using a VPN. So fans overseas cannot or artificially boost sales anymore. So there's some countries that might not have the album. They put the VPN on and they buy the album. I guess there's going to be a way for them to detect this, and that album sale, if it's bought with a VPN, is not going to count. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Also cool with that.
Artists can't run last-minute discounts during their first week sales to boost the sales. Wow. Because they be doing that, too. They'll throw a discount.
But will it?
Wow.
Will it?
Wait,
apply
repeat
to
that
after
again?
the
I don't
first
understand
week?
that.
Yeah.
Artists can't run last-minute discounts during their first week to boost sales.
But will it apply to after the first week?
Maybe,
It doesn't matter, though.
Doesn't matter because they probably just want to do
They
the
want to
first
get
week.
the first week sales because
Because they're probably fine with, like, if you do it a week later, a month later.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense. Like, oh, the album's now out. Here's another version, but discounted.
like I said, the Travis Scott rule.
But doing it the first week, you know, I think Taylor Swift did this again. I think this is the direct response to artists like Taylor Swift doing, like, basically double platinum the first week, you know, and Billboard's really, to be honest with you, them doing this is going to affect everyone because all the sales are going to go down. We're probably going to see less deluxe albums now because the deluxe albums basically died because all these people are doing, you know, they'll make the deluxe album the official version just to add it to streams instead of making it a deluxe, have it live separately like how it used to be. Now it's like it becomes an official version. They call it the 2.0. And it's like, why not just call it deluxe? Oh, because you guys want to manipulate the market. Oh, because your record label only pays you for one album. So if you call it deluxe separately, technically it's another whole album. So you're just going to compact it together. Oh, it's bullshit.
No bullshit.
Billboard's fucking the game up with this. Wow.
They might save music.
They might say music?
I'm so with it.
I'm so with it. They
I'm
might save
so
music.
with it.
Because you know what's about to happen? Those 30 song albums are done. That shit's gone. What's the point? Can't manipulate the system no more using those 30 tracks.
Yeah.
And the issue, when you think about it, 30 tracks, that's studio time. That's money on beats. That's money on clearance. You spend a lot of fucking money to drop a 20-plus song album that you now can't use as a strategy to rack up sales because you can't discount it. You can't bundle like you used to.
Wow.
You can't do a bunch of shit. So you know what you got to do now? Guess what? You got to drop impactful fucking music.
Yeah.
Mixtapes are back now.
And there's a
hell yeah.
a new rule
Mixtapes
also.
are back.
A new rule effective February 28th. Starting February 28th, Billboard also says that digital albums sold via an artist and label or other official web stores must now be redeemed in order to be chart eligible. Wait, so I guess it already started? Because February 28th already passed. Unless it was a typo. unless it was a typo. So I think it's already started. Effective as of, okay, so in addition, verification using CAPTCHA is now required to prevent bots from purchasing, right? So now if you purchase a digital album, it has to be delivered to you the same week you made the purchase in order for that sale to be chart eligible for that week.
Wow.
I'm so with it. I already said with the 199, the Travis Scott versus Sabrina probably made this rule.
Probably.
that shit embarrassed them.
Travis Scott and Sabrina Carpenter doing this, manipulating their fan bases to go up against each other and like outsell each other, and then it came down to almost damn near 100 albums, a difference between them. Mm-hmm. It was nasty. It was like, wait a minute, what? Isn't this just about you just dropping it? That's it. Not trying to manipulate and drop extra versions, another version, another bonus song. Like, why are we so pressed on the number? Billboard say, hey, look at what happened here. It's crazy. I always wonder, why isn't there another competitor to Billboard? Like, why does Billboard have the end-all, be-all standard? Like, imagine if someone rich and powerful somehow created another measuring tool to compete with Billboard.
It's probably
if possible,
probably
that'd be
a corporate
insane.
agreement.
A corporate agreement?
Yeah, like the licensing companies and distributors have an agreement with Billboard. But you're right. If someone could undermine it, that changed the game, because then they could, measure it differently, have different standards, probably finally tell us how much a stream is worth. I'll tell you this, though.
That's not happening.
I wish. I'll tell you this, though. No bullshit. I get why Billboard is doing this. Their shareholders got in a meeting and said, if we don't stop this shit, we're going to be fried.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
We're losing our integrity, because the Grammys already lost its integrity. Major publishing companies and rap lost their integrity already. Double XL, all these companies, they're losing their integrity. They're falling out of business.
Yeah.
I can imagine Billboard sat there and said, we're one of the last pillars left. We can't fall victim to this situation.
This is crazy. This is crazy. It's gonna get back to quality. Focus on the quality of your music.
Yeah.
This whole manipulating the market, etc., just for that actual appeal, because record labels will do that shit too, just for the appeal. We want that first week artist. We need that first week artist, because that's all people care about. We need that. That's like a Grammy, almost like an achievement. We need that first week #1 album. That we need that. Honestly, focus on the quality.
Yeah, exactly. I find that shit corny, because like if someone sells low numbers, people it's probably not good. It could be a good fucking album.
No, hell yeah. Meanwhile, albums that sell low go on to be critically acclaimed. Last year, everyone was talking about Vince Staples' album being underrated as hell, right? Didn't sell much. Like, there's a lot of amazing albums that come out, and they're not in the sales conversations. It's okay. Just focus on the quality. Your fan base is going to fuck with you and appeal with you.
T-Pain said the same thing. But I do have a question for the room. How does this affect Spotify and Apple? Because Spotify and Apple, especially Spotify, they give you upfront numbers.
Yeah.
So if Spotify's saying one thing because they're getting botted and the whole fucking shit is cooked on their end, but Billboard has these new standards that's giving them an entirely different number,
yeah,
it's going to look real fucking wonky on Spotify's end.
100%.
And
I
Apple's.
think that might be another aspect of that as to why it's being done.
It could be.
They want to see how real them numbers are.
This is going to hurt a lot of niggas' pockets, though, because the way that Spotify gets money is through ads. So when you're giving your number, you've seen it, you've done it with people. When you're showing them your algorithms,
yeah,
you're saying this is how much traction I'm getting, this is how much movement's coming into my application or my account. Bro, you're going to look wonky as hell.
100%.
Because Billboard's showing one number and you run into your advertisers with your botted numbers. That's going to, this is going to fuck, that was crazy. That sounded like a
be
bomb.
the highway or something,
Yeah. This is going to fuck up the game, bro. It was probably a truck.
They gon' love me for my ambition.
And that was a clip from our podcast, the Club Ambition podcast, Cap. If you're looking to watch the full episode, make sure to go check it out right now. It's available on audio and also on YouTube.